The law cannot protect a crime.
What are some of the motivations that people, and especially influencers and creatives, that are behind for them to actually go and post such things, share such information?
What I think propels people is power, fame, money. Those are very dangerous combinations
But
to
we
a
really
very
have
young
power.
person. Yes.
The fame and the money, yeah, probably. Power.
You know, power, I think, in terms of power, I'll say influence maybe. Following.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, there's that false sense of power you have, power within you, that I have 1 million followers, people behind me, people are following me. Then you feel I'm very powerful, I'm very influential.
Lakini repercussions zikikuja, uko peke yako, kipweke,
yes,
they will sue you and you alone.
Exactly.
Welcome to Authentic by Magoma, another episode of Tek4Peace. On today's episode of Tek4Peace, we're going to be discussing online harmful content and the role that influencers have to play in either propagating this harmful content, being solutions to combating it, and giving a little bit of what the law says about harmful content. Hi, welcome to Authentic by Magoma.
Thank you, Christine. My name is Getrude Kibare. I'm an advocate. I'm practicing in Nairobi, Kenya. I practice under the name of and style of Johnson & Partners Advocates, based in Nairobi. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. I practice mainly litigation, commercial law, entertainment law, but my main area of interest is environmental law. So
environmental law.
Thank you.
So I want to know, for content creators who are out there, what legal provisions exist for someone who is either being affected, probably someone picked up my content, then went and shared it without my knowledge, as well as maybe I decided to take up or create a video or something about someone and say, oh, they're like this and like that. By the way, here's the reference. Kama humjui, ama kama unamjua, let me tell you why she's familiar. Hamuko kwa familia the same. Gosh, that's such a dad joke. Familia. That is something I'm getting old. I think I'm getting old. Thanks for encouraging me. You've probably seen her on gossip pages, but that's not why she is here. So if I decide to create a video about someone, about Getty or Getrude, and say that, hey, Getrude is like A, B, C, D, this is what they do, what implications exist for me? And why should content creators care about such things?
First, I'll start talking about my area, what I specifically practice on a daily, which is the legal field. Now, when you talk about content creators, we're talking about the creativity space, where people are they are free to come up and be creative and come up with content and share on their online platforms. Of course, there is for every action, there is a legal background to it to bring social order in society. So for the creative space, we have, of course, the Constitution, which is our group law. Group law means the basic law, the number one law. That governs, that all other laws
are built upon.
Are built upon. So so the Constitution, so creative space and the Constitution, you find that there are some provisions under the Constitution that touch on content creators or people in the creative space. First, of course, is the Bill of Rights. Your right as an individual. You have a right to human dignity, to be respected and protected. You have a right, Article 27, to non-discrimination. Somebody should not do something that you feel discriminated upon on race, religion, and also other grounds that have been given. We have a right to ownership of property, and ownership property extends all the way to intellectual property as part of and parcel of property. So we find the Constitution even obligates the state to protect your intellectual property as an individual. You have a right to express yourself. And in the creative industry, expression is the major form of right you are going to use. So under expression, Article 33, right to freedom of expression, it is not. It's a right guaranteed under the Constitution, but it's also a right that comes with exceptions to it.
How do we know when to draw the line? Because recently we have seen cases of individuals who are public figures and creatives suing others, because I'm assuming it has brand implications, it has psychological implications to you. So, I mean, just talk about that a little bit.
So under Article 33, that now of the Constitution that now grants you that right, it goes ahead to provide exceptions. It gives you a right to acquire academic knowledge, artistic knowledge, to seek, receive, and impart knowledge. But down it says, if whatever you are doing under the above clause is going to cause war, is going to cause tribal maybe clashes, it's going to infringe on another person's right, then your right will be limited. And the same wording under Article 33 is what has been replicated under the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act. That you have this right, yes, but it comes with responsibility. So whatever you put out, as long as it falls within these exceptions that we've listed, and it's going to infringe on a third party or another person's right, then at that point you are crossing the line. You are going over and beyond. You cannot seek refuge in the law. And then when I talk about the intellectual property rights, we have rights that touch on copyrights, we have trademarks, we have patents, and also we have image rights. And in terms of copyright, it goes with originality. Patent is protecting an invention you have created. Trademark is protecting a mark or a name that identifies you as a creative. We have issues that touch on computer misuse, because now in the creative space you mostly utilize the computer and the internet. So you have the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act. Simu is an electronic device. Yeah, as long as it's an electronic device that can do the same work, and you can use it to create and put out
content.
Yeah, it still falls under that. The law cannot protect a crime.
I get you. So from your perspective and with your background in law in dealing with entertainment, what are some of the motivations that people, and especially influencers and creatives, that are behind for them to actually go and post such things, share such information? Is it that they're ignorant? Is it that they don't know? What is there? Because we still see money. Do anything for clout. It's the money.
Yeah, it's the money.
So mimi nikiamua nataka pesa naweza kuwa rich leo.
Naweza kuwa rich, but now you can you see, richness can come in any way. But now what we lack is the peace to enjoy your richness. Because one, I think people are motivated by money. Every day everyone wakes up to go and get some money. Add a dollar to this and make life better. But you see, we cannot put everything dependent on money at the expense of other people's rights, peace of mind, you being doing illegal things, being under the custody and watch of the state, because freedom is very key. So what I think propels people is power, fame, money. Those are very dangerous combinations
but
to a
really
very young
power.
person. Yes.
The fame and the money, probably power.
Power, I think, in terms of power, I'll say influence, maybe. Following. There's that false sense of power. You have power within you. That I have 1 million followers, people behind me, people are following me. I feel I'm very powerful, I'm very influential.
Lakini repercussions zikikuja, uko peke yako, kipweke,
yes,
they will sue you and you alone.
Exactly. Now that is the thing, that in as much as we want the power, want the influence, we want to be followed, to trend, and all that. We have the law, and you see now, there's no essence of having all that if at all you are doing illegal stuff. Yeah. So the law is there, and you see, ignorance is also not a defense in law. You have to know your law. Yeah, it's not a defense.
Soma constitution.
If you are a photographer, you should sit down and ask yourself, okay, this photography I'm doing, what does the law say about it? Are there any regulations that have been given? For example, me taking a photograph maybe in protected areas. Which are these protected areas?
Yeah.
I have to know them so that in carrying out my work, I know that I am safe. And if you cannot actually do it yourself, because it's a lot of work, we have a lot of acts of parliament, then get a legal person. Just let them give you an opinion. On photography, these laws apply. This is what you are supposed to do. This is what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
So you protect yourself and enjoy what you love and peace.
Yeah. I get you. And my question is around now creatives, not just photographers, but generally as creatives. When do we know to get a lawyer? And no, we're talking about online harmful content. Yeah. So when does cyberbullying become cyberbullying? Like, how do you know that this is cyberbullying versus someone just sharing their opinion and letting me know what they think and how they feel? So when does it become a criminal offense?
Now, I'll start with the first one. When do you need a lawyer? You need a lawyer the moment you are born.
Nikubad.